We are talking about anger management, and let us focus on the 90-second rule. How do you stop anger from controlling you? I am Leppan, your personal transformation coach. So if you suffer from anger outbursts, you will know that you walk into it before you even have a moment to breathe. You will go from 0 to 100 in a split second. The thing is, are you prepared to start looking at yourself? Because likely you are blaming everybody and everything out of you. The machine breaking down, the cup of coffee that gets bumped over, the people who are not doing their work correctly. The reality is that you are the common denominator in all of that. All of that cannot be wrong, and you are always right. I'm not saying that the others aren't wrong from time to time, but they cannot always be wrong, and you are right. So there must come a moment when you say, "Whoa, let me start looking at myself." The thing with anger is, there is a fear behind it, the fear of losing control, the fear of getting hurt, the fear of the shame that we feel about something we've done or that has been running for a long time in our belief system. And so what happens is, as you are floating through the day in your comfort zone, you are solving problems, being occupied with whatever task you are busy with, and you will suddenly feel this drop into the pit of your stomach, your heart, or your throat, because that's usually where we feel it. We get that dreaded feeling on the pit of the stomach, the heart starts racing or the throat starts closing up. That is a signal from your amygdala, your early warning system, that while you are floating through the day, it is ever vigilant and it is watching, and it has to send a message to you that there is something happening now in your environment that you told your subconscious is of danger to you. So the amygdala will now send that early warning system, and ding, 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 all the bells will go off to say to you, take note, something is happening. The moment that happens, we feel the release of the emotion into our body. And in time faster than light, in consciousness, there is the moment the emotion drops and the belief system gets activated, there is virtually no time lapse because it is there for your survival. It has to happen that fast. And now that the belief system is activated, it is going off like fireworks. And the moment that starts going, you are starting the thought process of looking for ways out, solutions, blaming, whatever it is that you are busy with when you hit that anger. It is very hard for you, I understand that, to take control in that moment. However, you must start somewhere. You didn't just get up from lying on your back to walking as a baby. There was a whole process of learning to sit, learning to crawl, learning to walk, and then learning to run. This is the same process that is happening for you now, unless you decide to work with somebody like me, where we've got good techniques and we can take you faster through it. However, what you can do in that moment when you feel here is the anger, I've now activated it, is to put one hand on your heart. Because what you are feeling, there's a fear within you for something. And that is why the anger kicks in, because it is your defense mechanism. And what I want you to do is put one hand on the heart and you say to yourself, I am safe. Because really, you are safe. Next thing is, the other hand you take and you put on your belly. And I want you to start focusing on how your belly starts moving in and out as you're breathing, because you want to take it away from the shallow breathing up high, which activates your sympathetic nervous system, to breathing low into your belly, just like a baby when it sleeps. Just take the foot off the accelerator to give you the time to catch up with yourself. By that, you are calming the whole system down. Now you can say to yourself, what is it that I fear? What do I fear? Simple question, and watch what comes up, because it will kick in for you. It will start telling you what the problem is here, and keep going down until you find what the actual thing is that you are fearing. Now, it might be something that you've been running since a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old. We'll look later in this week, we'll look at those conditions. Find out what is the ground root story running here, so that you can start taking control of your life and that you are no longer controlled by the outside world. I wish you well as you start this process and find your footing here. Remember, by mastering your beliefs, you will master your future. You can get rid of this anger. Always be kind to yourself, and we will chat soon.